Hi. It's been a while since I came to you from the clouds. Figured it was about time again. As usual, no idea what's to be said, just that heart's filled with it, whatever it is. It's more a sensation than anything. Nothing at all intellectual, just a full feeling. It came across my mind earlier that what this is, what I'm doing here, is by way of an anointing, but one that's available to all, each and every one, as we drop down into our heart. You know, the specialness goes beyond words. The change in not just the way we view things, but in who we are, who and what we take ourselves to be, is vastly different. And it amazes me that this has been here all along. We didn't find it. And rather than wonder why that was, because it's not like there have never been seekers before. I mean, that's ridiculous. All of us have been that in many, many, many lifetimes. You know, heart has led us on, and yet, why ever this is, doesn't really matter. It's just that now is the time of awakening and anointing too, of those who are willing to take the trek from the head to the heart. Are you willing to let all the way that you viewed life and reality, are you willing to let that go? Let it slide a bit. Take a test drive. Take a tour of the heart kingdom. It's a way of being, you know. Well, and all your words, they change. Knowing and understanding, these words don't mean what they once did. From within heart, you realize what a shallow thing a mental understanding is. Oh, it's wonderful. It's still just as wonderful as it ever was. It's just that you deepen so much, and your world, I mean, you know, that it expands. I don't know. That's a word. I'll use it. Your world, it expands so much that the mind knowing something is such a small thing from within heart. As the mind remains ensconced in the lap of the heart, knowing is blessed. And, you know, we don't become mindless. I mean, in a funny way we do. What's the no mind? But I don't know. We don't become stupid. But it's just not something that mind can comprehend. And see, that's the challenge. Because so many people still remain locked in the head. And from that perspective, unless they're brave and daring, I mean, this is a crazy thing to do, to go into your heart and to be willing to say, well, anything's possible. I'll give it a shot. You know, let's try this out. Let's take it for a spin, a test drive. Now, I don't know how going into it with that idea or attitude will work. It's just, that's not a good word. we become more and more present somehow. Here I go, trying to say the unsayable again. Maybe I should answer to crazy one, huh? There have been times when I had a new increment of something released to me. There was a change and there was a shift in my being, not just in the body, but in the whole ball of wax. And the best I could do to describe it was to say I felt like there was more of me there now. I was more present. Now, I still don't know what that means in terms that mind can really grapple with. I mean, is it possible that more of that which is the divinity or the spirit or the soul part of self descended and took up residence in the form? I mean, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Trying to describe the undescribable is a little crazy. But you become more present somehow. It's like there's more of you, there's more to you. And at the same time, there's less. There's less of you in terms of the way you used to be. When I read the scriptures now, or anything really, I have different understandings. The words get all shifted around in how you read them and in what they mean. It's almost as if there are layers and layers to the words, and you can perceive more of them now. And it was always there, but you weren't. We're limited when we're locked within the mind's way of viewing things. By definition, that's duality and polarity. And when you're there, when something gets you all riled up and excited, or you feel you have to take a stand on this or that. That's just not, that's not the way of it anymore. You don't lose anything really, but you do lose the old way of viewing things. And I'm finding more and more, or at least it suits my understanding to say, what I'm losing is simply the mind's perspective. Heart's perspective is far grander in any and every way you could name. But trying to put things into words, that's a linear occupation. And it's a bit of a challenge. So maybe I'll leave it at this. Just a few moments musing on what it's like to be in the heart. Good day.